Thank you very much, Vincent. Really appreciate it. Good morning. I'm Corliss Smith, one of the worship associates for today. We're glad you're with us this morning at First Unitarian Church of Oakland. We especially welcome people on Zoom. On first Sundays of the month, we have a modified 20-minute family opening service. We are committed to becoming a community where everyone is welcome and differences are celebrated. We're an intentionally multi-generational, multiracial, multicultural, inclusive, and anti-oppressive religious community, or we're trying to be. You, children, youth, and adults are welcome here. Today, we're going to honor one of the principles of our congregation, shared ministry. While we reverence and depend on our minister, lay people must always play an important role in the worship services as worship associates, como yo. Today, some of the worship associates will share how they understand their role, the processes they use to create their contributions to the services, and how they feel about being a worship associate. We'll also hear from some other people who contribute to the worship services, our ushers and sound techs. As people all over the world today continue to struggle to claim their sacred lands, we who are here in Oakland acknowledge the land called Hushun and the people of this land, the Lihan Ohlone peoples. The Ohlone peoples have had an ancestral relationship with this land, the plants, the animals, and the water. For millennia, continuous to the present day, the Ohlone people are still here, as are the spirits of their ancestors. And though we weren't the ones who decided the land was ours when people were already here, we weren't those people, we still benefit from that acquisition. So.
We light this chalice, symbol of Unitarian Universalism. May it remind us of the divine spark in all of creation, of the power of love to heal what is broken and to be grateful for life's blessings each day. O spinner, weaver of our lives, your loom is love. May we who are gathered here be empowered by that love to weave new patterns of truth and justice into a web of life that is strong, beautiful, and everlasting. In one voice, let us say, "Come, let us worship together." From the words of John Lewis, you are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone, any person or force, dampen, dim, or diminish your light. In one voice, we say, peace is possible and Black Lives Matter. Would you now stand as you are able for our gathering song, Here We Have Gathered.
We're going to have a story now, and I wonder if maybe it makes more sense if you guys want to move your chairs over there, because the pictures are going to be up there. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can see okay? All right, good. Well, this story is called Room on the Broom. Got to get to the first page. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid, just like that. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from the tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied the braid in a bow, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely and then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand in the fold of her cloak, "I am a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am a dragon as mean as can be, and a witch with French fries tastes delicious to me." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, "Just this once I'll have witch without fries." But just as he planned to begin his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off, that's my witch." The dragon drew back, and he started to shake. I'm sorry," he spluttered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and "Whew," said the dog. "And thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in the dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, and a pool for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The end. So thank you so much for coming in to hear that story. It's much more fun with you here. And now we will sing the children out with "Go Now in Peace." And if you'd like to make an arch for the children to go through, stand up.
We're going to sing "Go Now in Peace." So, right, come on through here. Right, here we go. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you.
And you can stay standing for just a few minutes, and we'll have a little space for greetings. Not very long, but say hello to your neighbor, say hello to somebody you don't know.
That was great. Your sound, the sound effects you did were so perfect. Timing as well.
Will you join us in singing "Lean on Me"?
Serving as a worship associate is a little like being a stage manager in a theater production. The main objective is to render the collaboration seamless and noteworthy. Some elements are fairly static, like the venue, the seating, the lights, the show times. Other things vary according to fluctuating seasons, themes, directors, players, or individual tastes and talents. Spontaneity arises. Mistakes happen. Mystical moments unfold. What sets this role apart is its opportunities for enlightenment, contrasted with the nuts and bolts of cobbling a scripted, slide-driven, time-sensitive service. You couple plenty of pensive, reflective moments with time at the computer, the printer, the phone. You mull over the themes of the month, rolled out by the network of UU congregations, perhaps picking one that piques your interest. You may research the subject, poke through your poetry collection, check out children's literature, and dive deeply into hymnals, or perhaps ponder your personal playlists. Maybe you realize some ritualistic props or costumes to enhance congregational participation. Check your heart, refer frequently to your soul, utilize the right and left sides of your brain, and imagine yourself in the balcony attending the service. Each of us in this historic sanctuary holds an ever-evolving piece of the truth when it comes to God. The reflections of our lay leaders are worthy and welcomed in our Unitarian Universalist faith. Being a worship associate has certainly allowed me to feel that I'm doing what I'm called to contribute as part of a collaborative effort. I may find myself up here on the chancel or sitting back there advancing the slides, passing the offering plates, singing a sacred song, or welcoming new folks to the church. I have come to think of this as a newly discovered sacred art form, where life's puzzle pieces slide into place and images of the divine mystery, gain clarity. By contributing to my puzzled piece, I have realized an enhanced sense of belonging here, right now, together with all of you.
Our church has been committed for a long time to shared ministry. That means active involvement of lay people in every part of church life, including worship. It is this that has enabled us to continue as a vibrant church, even at times when we didn't have a minister. I love being able to participate in planning worship. I love sharing my thoughts and experiences about the topics of many services. I loved learning how to say a prayer, which is, it's a special challenge when you know you're speaking to a large group of people who mostly lack a conventional belief in God. And I love having the opportunity to help secure the church financially and to raise funds for some amazing organizations by making an effective request for funds. I also cherish the opportunity to plan entire summer services in a way that hopefully combines all of the elements that make a service work: inspiring words and images, moving music, meaningful rituals, and so on. And there's more. I've loved learning how to create the slides you see, and how to forward them, and how to usher, which is something I used to do a lot of often. And I even love learning how to ensure the safety of our spectacular but scary-looking chalice flame. And so much more. Doing all these things makes the work of being on the worship team feel holistic. I feel that I'm a piece of making every aspect of the service work. And as a bonus, I get to see how all the parts fit together. What could be more satisfying? At bottom, I love worshiping, which draws me here just about every Sunday. Because of that, nothing is more meaningful to me than creating worship for all of you, whom I love so much.
Now is the time in our service when we speak the names of those we wish to bring into the embrace of this congregation. When the bell sounds, please speak the names of those who are celebrating a joy or enduring a challenge. If you're on Zoom, feel free to put the names in the chat. And please keep Ruby Grace Smith in your prayers as she's home recovering in Roanoke, Virginia. And from our chat on Zoom, happy 80th birthday to Tom Haw. Annette C. says, for my mother, Margarita. RJW says, Barbara Winslow. And Sherry says, Bob and Evelyn. Thank you. For those names that have been spoken and for those that are held in the silent sanctuaries of our hearts, we offer our blessing and our prayers this morning. And in one voice we say, we hold them in our care.
Hello, my name is Carol Wood, and I've been a member of the First Unitarian Church of Oakland for about 11 years. I used to keep bees in San Francisco almost 41 years ago, and I really enjoyed sitting by the hive, watching the bees go in and out. I think of myself as a worker bee, which is one of the reasons I like volunteering as an usher. It is an essential role in the service with a clear list of responsibilities. Greet people as they arrive, count everyone, pass the offering basket, and count the money at the end of the service. It's easy and it's fun, and there are no meetings, no Google Docs, no planning. The world is a mess right now, and it makes me feel good to play a small part with order and predictability in this, my beloved church.
When I was in high school, I wanted to be a cheerleader. I tried out every time I could, but never made it. For many years, I was ashamed of myself because I thought that I just wanted to wear the fun, flippy skirts, be dated by the popular athletes, be one of the cool girls. Never happened. Not too long ago, though, I realized that while I did want all those things that I was ashamed about, I actually wanted to lead cheers. I really wanted to rouse school spirit and to cheer on our team. I further realized that this cheerleading desire was part of why I do a lot of my activities. I want to encourage and cheer people on. So that's one reason I became a worship associate. I want to help encourage the church and cheer it on. After Trump's first election victory, Sarah Watts gave an all-time great reflection drawn from the Lord of the Rings, the passage where Frodo wants to give up the ring quest. But Sam urges him not to give up, that so very much depended on it, on not giving up. I was impressed that Sarah remembered the passage and knew it was a profound encouragement we needed as we faced Trump 1. Ha! Imagine. It made me want to do what Sarah did, encourage. As a worship associate, I've always felt it was my responsibility to do the best I can with what I've got to work with, my skills. I taught writing for many years and frequently told my students about the theory of writing as discovery, as it's certainly that for me. I often don't know what I think until I'm forced to verbalize it. I also told them that writing is a process. First, you mull over your subject or brainstorm without any censoring. You do research, you make some notes, maybe a rough draft. Then you go away for a while, maybe sleep on it to allow your unconscious to work on it too. Then another draft, polishing and editing until you're sick of it. Of course, it's of utmost importance to know who you are addressing and to consider what they want or need and how best to reach them, and how your work fits into the overall context of the service. Additionally, if there's a chance for humor, I usually take it because I love humor and it can help relax us about whatever the topic is, and it helps me not to take myself too seriously. I treat a reflection as an offering that I want to be worthy of the people listening to it, something they can use and be educated and encouraged by. Go team. Thank you very much for allowing me to serve in this way, to make these offerings. It's been a whole lot better than being a cheerleader at Bellevue High School would have been. We're going to sing. When your heart, or our hearts are in a holy place, we must have agreement.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start off with a dedication of my music ministry to my mother, Divinia. There is a song that I like to sing to her, which is Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, in the rocking of the cradle, which is a reverse lullaby. It's the same song that she sang to us when rocking us to sleep. It wistfully recalls and longs for days when the singer is a little child. It's the same song of love that was sung to them by their mother. 3 words for mother in Filipino: ina, inang, nanay. 2 words for star, tala, from Sanskrit, meaning Venus, guiding or morning star, and bituin. So in my early years, my mother said I was singing since the age of 10 months old. And I believe that, and many people have also reported or said, yeah, I heard that story, and it's happened to me as well. I believe it. At first, I thought it was just mother's pride, right? So my mama, the best homemaker through cooking, crochet, knitting and sewing, 2 green thumbs. We always had a garden everywhere we lived, in Italy, Germany, and the United States. She'd ask me to collect the humus, the dark soil filled with nutrients, raised me in my natural healing abilities from being breached or suhi. I realized later that this is a wounded healer phenomenon. Mommy would say that if any fish bones, on Fridays we eat fish, if they got stuck in your throat, for me to massage them down, I was like 6 years old, 7 years old. And so I would do that massage and massage the fish bones that got stuck in the throat. And then every night, that early on, I would massage her shoulders at the end of the day. And one of her favorite songs is Que sera sera. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Que sera sera. Whatever will be, will be. So in my teens, early on, I formed a singing group with my high school friends, Jeunesse Dorée, young girls. I played the guitar. 2 of us played the guitar, and I arranged the songs. Later in my adulthood, I went to college, was singing, won singing contests, and was invited to the prestigious University of the Philippines Concert Chorus. We were the first chorus to ever go abroad. We came here to the United States as part of the first International Choral Festival with performances at the Kennedy Center, Washington, D.C., and Lincoln Center in New York, with 12 other choruses from around the world. We sang Dona Nobis Pacem, Bring Us Peace. So my mom, she died too young. So I dropped out of university, and due to my broken heart, was still getting allowance from my dad. Then I owned up that I was no longer in school. So to earn my own money, I became a folk singer and sang all over the Philippines, went to Japan and Taiwan. I was able to give money to my daddy for a down payment on a new car. I'm also, oh wait, what was I gonna say? So later on, I became a certified sound healer, which I am, and use many instruments. I play about 30 instruments, and plus voice and other sound healing instruments. And I'm also an activist. As a US citizen in college, my dad said I couldn't go to the protest rallies against he who should not be named, Marcos. I still went and continue to rally for children's, women's, and global people of the global majority rights, environmental protection, and social justice. Moving here to the States with my first husband, we formed a duo, Day and Eve, Deo Gracias, and I'm Everly, but Day and Eve. And he was more night and I was more day, if you know what I mean. He was more introverted. And so And so I also came here looking for alternative spirituality, looking for healers, diviners, psychics, shamans, and I found the Reclaiming Community with Starhawk. She's written over 13 books, and we've taught together chant workshops. We make up chants and we allow everybody to create these chants together. And I wrote a song, music to her poem, Hymn of Forgiveness. Lay down your burdens, lay down your troubles. Okay, I'm gonna skip. So I've written several songs, many of you have heard here in this church. And I arrange a lot of songs for my Ethnofusion band, who have also prayer formed with me, because it's not a performance. Mahal, beloved, noble, and sacred, coming from Sanskrit. And I started actually by being invited to BFUU in Berkeley to sing there and also to present cross-quarter holidays in the pagan tradition of holy days of obligation that we honor. So I'm also a member of UUCB right now. I'm in the People of Color Caucus, honoring Indigenous peoples. I sing with the choir when I'm not here doing sound. So my music ministry has brought me from prayer formats on the chancel, colleges, elder retirement homes, to prisons, behind the scenes, admin producing events, stage managing. I'm conducting now the Spiral Dance Chorus and Band, running rehearsals, scheduling, adapting, arranging, and composing music for the Spiral Dance, to setting up sound, and some of my gigs, and doing the planning for the Spiral Dance for the past 30 years. We're gonna be at the Richmond Auditorium, and also managing 100 volunteers. So we have a lot of people in the moving parts. And then finally coming to doing the sound here and Zoom, so let me get back to work. Thank you.
Excuse me. Even though I don't believe in heaven or hell, I have been there, to hell that is, otherwise known as junior high school girls softball class. First, the humiliation of being fought over by the team captains. No, you take her. I took her last time, you have to take her. Then the lack of instruction. We were just sent out into the field. And last, the competition for a win. These were the trifecta of horror for me. I was not seen as an asset in any way. The rules and roles of the game were a mystery to me. And the goal? The goal was to win, meaning there also had to be losers. And I won't even get into the special horror of undressing in front of the other girls in the locker room. No, I was never big on team sports, on competition, which felt stifling to me, as if there is one path to success, that the runner who chooses to take a beautiful but less direct path loses. The one with a joyful skip in her step loses. The one who stops to help another loses. No one praises their achievements. Their expressions of curiosity or joy or care are invisible and silenced. So being on a team did not have a positive ring for me. Years ago, as a brand new Unitarian Universalist, in my very first church choir, We sang a version of Robert Frost's poem, The Road Less Traveled. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I remember it so well because at that same time, I was just learning about this faith of ours that asks, that requires that each of us find our own path to our own truth, that upholds the free and responsible search for truth and meaning as one of our sacred values. During those first years as a Unitarian Universalist, I was learning that this faith is about deeper understanding, that as we learn, we will be changed, that our goal is not to be right or to win or to finally nail down truth with a capital T, but to walk together on our many roads, encouraging each of us to find our voice, to be leaders and teachers and change makers. And since then, I've worn many hats, had many roles in different congregations, and most of the time, I didn't know what I was doing when I started out. But at each step of the way, from choir member to adult and child, our e-teacher, banner maker, candle lighter, slide maker, to standing here speaking my own words to you today, I have found a team that walked with me, helping me find my way and my voice along the path towards beloved community. It turns out that for me, searching together, working together, learning and creating together is the point. It is the path. Exactly the opposite of that 7th grade hell on the softball field. That girl's PE teacher who tortured me those many years ago, her name and face are blotted from my memory. But I do remember the boys' PE teacher. He happened to be passing by on one of those days when I was exiled out in the field, and he saw me. He saw that I was shut out and lost. So he stopped and gave me a few lessons on how to hold a bat, how to catch a ball. He didn't scold me for not understanding or not caring about the game. He just said, "You're here, I see you. Let me help you find a way in." He walked with me and helped me to be myself and to belong. In our non-creedal, non-hierarchical Unitarian Universalist faith, we know that all our many voices and gifts together are our strength. That life is not a game to win or lose, but that as we play and work and travel our many roads, we grow together and we come a step closer to becoming the beloved community we all yearn for, where all are heard and seen and loved. I suppose this is what some people mean by heaven. Except that I don't actually believe in heaven or hell. That's my truth. I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I do believe in this. I believe in this. Excuse me for a minute. And now it's time for our offering, which is another way we share our gifts to support this congregation. As the baskets pass, I hope you will give generously to support this community of fellow travelers, and half of what we collect today goes to legal services for prisoners with children, all of us or none, which is a grassroots civil and human rights organization fighting for the rights of formerly and currently incarcerated people and their families, a very important cause. Will the ushers please come forward? And would you say together the words on the screen? To the work of the church, which is weaving a tapestry of love we call community, we dedicate ourselves and these our offerings.
Good morning still. Kate Lenhard, a member of your Board of Trustees, and I have 4 announcements for you. So, number 1, please join us after the service in Winty Hall for a very special Halloween and Dia de los Muertos potluck. And you're welcome to join us even if you didn't bring something to share. There is a community ofrenda altar where we are invited to place photos, stories, and objects that connect us to a beloved who has departed. Please don't forget to collect your items from the ofrenda when you leave today. During the potluck, there will also be an intergenerational Halloween carnival, games, and parade. It will be a great afternoon. Number 2. From 12:15 until 2, the highly anticipated Writing for Change series will be starting today. Everyone is welcome and no prior experience is required. It will be held every 4th Sunday. The group will meet in the narthex, which is where you enter the sanctuary. Number 3. This Tuesday will be our monthly public board meeting. It's held on Zoom from 6:45 p.m. Our board meetings are the place to learn about upcoming projects at the church and to learn how we help make things happen. Please join us this Tuesday. And lastly, this week has been particularly stressful and worrisome for Oakland with the news of the heightened ICE and federal troop deployment threats. People are rightfully protesting and rising up for each other. The church office has provided signs with the church logo that can be used as window displays or as protests. Let's share the message that UU Oakland is love hands in the world.
Now would you rise and we'll sing together our closing hymn. Come sing a song with me. It's now time to extinguish our chalice. We'll extinguish this chalice, but not the light of love and the fire of justice. These we hold in our hearts until we meet again. Please stay standing. As we leave today, I'll leave you with the words of Mother Teresa. May we all give our hands to serve and our hearts to love. May it be so.
Newcomers, come up for a 10-minute conversation for orientation with me, just 10 minutes.